Thank you for staying with us on Channels Television. Welcome to Community Reports. I am Yomi Otaigbe. This week on the program, get ready to learn more about a community of people who play their part in Nigeria's financial sector. They are intermediaries between those who want to raise money and those who want to invest. It's about stockbrokers. What do they do other than share trading? And what impact do their practice have on individual or corporate investment decisions? Find out this and more on the program. Stockbrokers operate in the securities market, connecting investors to investments. Their kind of market deals in what may be described as invincible commodity. Yet, these professionals are part of the process that turns trillions of naira around in the Nigerian economy.
When we talk about stock trading, what we're talking about in essence is we're buying and selling ownership, part ownership of companies. Because the shares we trade on, when you have a collection of shares, that's what we call stock. And the businesses we trade their shares are businesses that have been listed on the floor of the stock exchange. The prospective investor has to approach a stockbroker, mention his or her intentions. We have our process also of interacting with the prospective investor to be able to establish that this is actually what you want. And then an account is opened for that prospect in the Central Securities Clearing System here. And certain processes are followed in accepting that mandate from the prospect. I got into stockbroking through dealing with a stockbroking firm in the first place. And I had some friends who were with a stockbroking firm. And in interacting with them, I got to understand what they were doing. I love ideas, and I love being part of seeing ideas translated into benefits. I also loved working with money, seeing money grow. In handling a little portfolio, my own personal investment, I discovered it fitted my vision of what I would love to do. I made inquiries about how to become a stockbroker. I found again it had a well laid out process. Registering with the institute, taking the exams, 3 levels. And I loved the fact that regulations, rules and regulations well laid out, followed, enforced. My interest grew. That's exactly 20 years this year.
The major operating platform for a stockbroker is the Nigerian Stock Exchange, which was established in 1960 as the Lagos Stock Exchange. The NSE, as it's commonly called, and stockbroking as a practice have come a long way.
I got into stockbroking way back in 1996. And at that time, we were still doing the manual call-over. And since then, the market has moved from that manual call-over. In those days, we used to gather around the table. All stockbrokers must be present on the floor. And then you make your offer and bid. And then the chairman of call-over will do the allocation manually. But these days, it's a different thing. Technology drives what we do. As you can see, we can trade from here. You don't have to gather together. We can trade from anywhere. You can even trade from your Androids, the level of technology that has been deployed in the market today. So that's a great leap, and which essentially has also increased the level of transparency.
For 25 years, the Chartered Institute of Stockbrokers have been at the forefront of churning out professional stockbrokers.
So far, so good. We have close to 3,000 stockbrokers now in the economy. And don't forget, we are just coming out of recession, where interest, both from operators and the people in the investments world, have gone down. We are just bringing them back. The government has helped a lot to fix and to plug the economy, and this has brought so many interests back, into the profession. In that situation, what we have done as a professional body is to keep on educating people and to be giving them information about the market, why we are where we are, and what is happening in the economy, and to give them an expectation of what is to happen in the economy. Before now, you have to be a graduate, and then you now enroll for the professional, examination. And of course, in the process, we provide, facilities and resources, to take you through and all that. If you have gone through the university and you have read some business-related degrees and qualifications, we review your qualifications vis-a-vis our curriculum and syllabus. And where necessary, we can grant you some exemptions, okay? And then this reduces the time required for you to write, the exams and get certified. But recently, we introduced our diploma programs, which is basically computer-based. So for you to write our diploma program, what you required is maybe to be an undergraduate, and you'll be talking of basically maybe a school leaving certificate, if you can cope, all right, because the exam is mainly computer-based. Once you pass that and you pass that level, you can go to the professional level.